Okay, so this is going to be 91-95, and I've gone into GDP and I've clicked on Start Work and I've typed the document. Now, notice my Show Hide button is on. Notice that in the paragraph group, when I put the little launch button right here, I have 0 before and after, and I have single. And this is one of the first documents that was completed in OST131 or OST130, the class before this one. So notice that you hit enter 5 times from the top of the document, you type the date, you hit enter 4 times, you type the inside address, so forth and so forth. Again, you type your initials at the bottom. It's your first initial, last initial only, 2 letters, lowercase. This one has an enclosure, so you just type the word enclosure after it. Notice there's no space after it, and you do not press enter after it. So once you're done, you stop. And then just save your document and upload it into GDP. Okay, so that is 91-95. The next one is 93-68. Get there. 93-68 is a business report. If you need to refer back to how to do a business report, if you go to lesson 31, go back to lesson 31, and you can look at the parts of a business report. 31E. 31F is going to tell you how to format it. So let me open GDP, and I'm going to go to what I'm going to go to here. I'm going to go to let's see where it is. 93. 9368. Make sure it says 9368. I'm going to start work. I'm going to open up my document. Editing. And trying to open. One second. Let me close this one. Okay, this is the one I want. Okay. So this is 93-68, so I want to make sure that I am single-spaced, 0 before and after, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and I'm going to type on the 6th line, and it should be size 14, bold, all caps, and centered, okay? And you just go to 93-68, and pull that up. This document in your book just shows a handwritten document, but you're just going to type it as you normally would. So, comb the skin lashes, 1, 2. Turn off the caps lock, and we're going to change it to size 12. H-E-I-R, pierce, 1, 2. And then I'm going to turn off the bold, make it left aligned, and I'm going to start the paragraph. So everywhere that you see a red paragraph symbol is where you start a new paragraph. Again, refer back to lesson 31 if you're not sure. So notice that you have a paragraph heading right above paragraph 2 for eczema. That's going to sit above the paragraph in bold and all caps, size 12. Then you're going to press enter 2 times and type the paragraph, eczema, comma, also known as atopic dermatitis, comma, so forth. Okay, so make sure that you know where those paragraph headings sit. Atopic eczema and hand eczema are paragraph headings that fit within the paragraph. They do not sit above the paragraph. So again, go back and refer to lesson 31 through 33, I believe, will actually help you format this document. You can also look in the front of your Word manual on the R pages for a business. See what we're looking a business report, and let's see. So business reports. They've got a couple in here in your Word manual. Again, on the R pages in the very front of your Word manual. If you go to R-8, it's got a multi-page business report. So you can use that as your format, and you can see that you have side headings and you have paragraph headings. Side headings sit above the paragraph. Paragraph headings go within the paragraph. Notice that it tells you how many times to press enter at the beginning of the document. It should be 14, bold. Again, refer to lesson 31 in your large textbook for the formatting on that. So that is 93-68. And let me pull that up for you to show you what it actually looks like. 93-68. This is the finished product for that document. So again, notice that you have paragraph headings that sit above, and then you have, side headings that sit above, and then you have those that sit within the paragraph. So this is the completed document for 93-68. Okay. The last one we have is 94-49. Again there on that. That is a ruled table. If you look in your Word manual on page 36, or if you go into GDP and you go to the reference manual here, and you go to tables, and we want a ruled table right here, it can tell you there how the document is supposed to look. So a ruled table is a table that has a border on the top and bottom of row 2, and any total row at the bottom of the last row only. So once you create a table, then you would need to go into the Design tab. Let me pull that up here. Let me go to 94-49 here. Close these out. Close out some of these windows so I can see what I've got here. Okay, so 94-49. Take it just a second to open the window. Yes. Operating. Here we go. So 94-49. I'll open here in a second. Let's see. Not sure why it's not trying to open. I think it's because I have too many windows open. Okay. Give me just a second to cooperate here. Okay. So 94-49 is the main thing we want to make sure that we have. And then we want to insert a table. And I usually just do one column and one row. Okay. And then I'm going to type whatever the heading is in the table. we want to make sure that it's size 14, bold. And then we put our caps lock on. Okay, so I'm going to just click over here in the next block and press tab so that I can add more rows. And we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 rows. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Now this first row here, if we go to the layout tab, we can merge the cells, and we're going to make it centered. And you may want to break it right here after the S and treatments, like that. And then you come back into the first cell, and you're going to make it for size 12, turn off the bold, and no caps lock, and then type your first heading, which is ASTROCY-MAS. Okay, and then you come over here and type what that is. So once you have that, then if you click this little box right here, we'll highlight the whole table. Go to the Design tab, go to your Borders button, and you can go in here and tell it, what kind of borders do I want. So again, lesson 36 in your Word manual, in that paragraph below the table on page 69, tells you that a ruled table has a border on the top and bottom of row 2. So we want to highlight row 2, and we want a top border and a bottom border for row 2. Okay, and if you had a row that had totals, you would have one there too. So you can just kind of play around with the borders in here. You can put no borders. Then you can highlight row 2 and go in and put a top border and a bottom border, like that. Actually, I skipped a block here, so I'm just going to insert a row above. And this is where we're going to put type, and then tab, and then put description, and okay. So in this row, we don't want any borders. Okay, we only want it on row 1 and row 2. We've got the top border and then our bottom border. Okay. So just make sure that nothing else has a border. Okay. Like that. Finish typing everything, save it, and upload it, and continue on. And if you have any questions about these documents, feel free to email me. And thank you so much.